My name is Janyth Baker. As to the history of the food pantry, it began as it is now in 2011 when Sonia Wilkes and Larry moved here and they took it over, and Becky Pierce was the food shopper. When they moved, the Wilkes moved to Albania. Ron and I kind of stepped in and took the lead. When I first started working at the pantry, we probably gave away between 30 and 40 bags of food. Now, we bag 140 bags every week. We don't always give them away, but like last week, we saw 99 families and gave away enough food for 360 people. So it has evolved numbers-wise drastically. We put in the bags, we have canned goods, breakfast, bread, crackers, things for lunch, and sometimes frozen meat, depending on what the menu is. Becky makes the menus. She does the shopping. She searches for bargains, which are few and far between because the price of food has gone up. So she has her work cut out for her. I don't want her job. I'll just keep mine. In the last year, we've started bagging 140 bags a week. Actually, 144 because our numbers have gone up. Since New Horizons closed, I'm sure that we're going to have more people when school starts. We have a budget that the church provides, and then we get lots of donations from other people. We're still stretched pretty thin sometimes because that's just the way it is. So we will take donations of money and or food, and Sundays you'll find in the church bulletin the items that we'd like to have if you want to bring them and put them up in the cart upstairs. Most people maybe just pass over that in the bulletin, but please don't. I used to, before I started working in the pantry, I would read the list and I'd get 4 cans of fruit cocktail and bring them up here and feel so pious. And I thought, God, I did not know what all it involved, or I would have gotten a few more cans of fruit cocktail. I mean, the third Wednesday of every month, we have what we call Dollar Day, which they're not paying $1. It's Dollar General Day. The pantry volunteers buy cleaning supplies, health and beauty aids, hygiene products, detergent, and give it out. It's just because that's not included in our budget. We cannot budget for those kind of things. So the pantry people budget it. We also buy diapers for the families that have young children and that comes out of just the pantry workers budget, not the pantry budget. And we have several families that come just for the diapers. So, we're glad to get to do it. The first Wednesday of every month, we give out limited gas vouchers and or Walmart gift cards for gas. It's a limited amount. I mean, when they're gone, because we can't give everybody a $25 gas voucher. But we had a lady Wednesday when Ron was in the Family Life Center. She was outside crying, and he opened the door. She's one of our favorite people. They'd cut off her water. Her gas tank was dry. She didn't know how she'd gotten here, and she didn't know what she was going to do. He went in and got Bethany's book, wrote a gas voucher. When John Henderson heard it, he wadded up some 20s, and Judy went to get gas. When she came back 30 minutes later to get her groceries, she was a different person. I mean, because she had been in tears. She was just beside herself because she didn't know what she was going to do. And when she came back, it was like, oh, hi. And we were so thrilled because we love her. She's one of our people. We have a few families that are just really special, that we've known and seen through stuff that we just know about. So since we're in the Family Life Center, we have several people that greet at the door that we didn't have before. And we've asked for prayer requests. Some people have some don't. But if they have a prayer request, somebody may pray with them right then. They'll take their name and give it to the elders meeting on Wednesday night, or to the prayer team that meets on Thursday morning. And they appreciate it. And a lot more people ask for prayers than used to, because I think they realize these people mean it. That's not just something that they're just saying. Joyce Ford is in charge of World Bible School, and she's here nearly every Wednesday handing out World Bible School lessons if people want them, and a lot of people have taken them. They don't all turn them back in. We don't know what they've gotten out of it always, but there are a few that are quite regular to turn them in and get the next lesson. And she does such a good job approaching them without being offensive and encouraging them, because she's just the sweetest lady. So that just it kind of makes your day when you see her talking to somebody and they're smiling and listening. So last Wednesday was a very, very, very great day. A lady came in just toward the end of the pantry. She'd been doing World Bible School and studying herself. She was talking to Joyce, and I was kind of standing close to her, and she said, I think I want to be baptized. And Joyce said, do you? She said, yes, I do. And Terry came up about that time, and I said, well, we can do it right now. And Terry said, let me just go get Kent. So Joyce, me and my walker, the little lady, and Terry all took off for the office, and we took her upstairs, and Kent baptized her. And she was in tears. She was beside herself. Her husband had become a Christian not long ago. He's had some drug problems, but has been in rehab, and they're not living together right now, but it's kind of like she felt like she needed to get herself straight before she could straighten up their marriage. And so it was wonderful. And she was just thrilled to death. She said, I feel like I just have a glow. And we all did too. So it was a wonderful day. We have been trying to connect for several years with the Arkansas Food Bank. And now that New Horizons has left, they have room to include more people in the community. So we will be meeting Monday afternoon with a representative from New Horizons who's going to show us the system, to how to input names and everything, and we'll be able to buy canned goods at least at a fraction of the price. We will not feel like at Christmas we need to take up a collection to buy the hams or the chickens or whatever, because we end up asking people for money at Christmas and Thanksgiving because we do a big meal in a big bag and we haven't got the money to pay for all of it unless we get, and people are very generous. There's Sunday school classes that take up collections every Sunday, and it's ours. Well, I feel like that because we take such an interest in the people and their lives and their problems, and we know a lot of their problems, they feel like they can come to us whenever they do have a problem. We kind of want to feel we are being the hands and feet of Jesus by feeding the poor, but not just feeding the poor, feeding them emotionally, spiritually, and in any other way we can. It's a blessing to us. We know it's a blessing to them, and people have told us, you don't know what a blessing this bag of food is. And it's hard for me to imagine that 10-pound bag of food being a blessing to somebody, but I'm not in their position, and they are. So that's how I feel like we are being obedient disciple makers.